Join us today for an enlightening conversation with a woman who is not just a leader in her field, but she is a game changer. She is a visionary woman and she's blazing new trails and creating opportunities for others to follow. You don't want to miss the valuable insights and information and wisdom that Jacquelyn has to share with us today. Welcome to the Visionary Women series.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on. I'm super excited to be here.
It is an absolute pleasure because you are a leader and a visionary in your industry. You have so many people following you because you are a game changer. So tell us, what makes you a visionary woman?
The number one thing, I think, just being a visionary is in my soul, kind of blazing new trails and going in ways that typically we don't get to see, especially with my business and being a clean beauty business coach and leader of a holistic salon.
I love Holistic Salon. Explain to us a little bit about what a holistic salon is and how you actually got into that field.
Yes. So a holistic salon to me, what is a clean beauty business, and it is a part of your whole being. Instead of your traditional salons, you see it's all about like hair or makeup. We really take a look from the scalp all the way into like how you're feeling about yourself, your insecurities, and how you treat yourself. We do Reiki and all clean beauty products, so no toxins and just sustainability. So there's a few different pieces to that, but that's what really creates the holistic part of it. And I've been in the beauty industry for probably 23 years.
Oh, what
So
a
that's where I
fabulous
really got
experience.
started.
That is a fabulous experience because we all know that going to a salon, it's almost like a therapy anyway, isn't it? That's where we kind of have our own space. We step into our own uniqueness. For some it's our time out. It's an opportunity to unload sometimes. So it's kind of like a therapy anyway, isn't it? I love that you're
It
creating
really
that
is.
space for women. And can you tell us a little bit about clean living? What does that mean in the respects of you touched on it just a moment there, Jacquelyn, with the products. Why is that important to you, and how did you come about to include that with your holistic approach?
Yeah, so the way I got started was really my kids. They were little toddlers, and I was cleaning the bathroom one day. So I'm cleaning and they keep coming in and out of the bathroom. And you've cleaned your bathroom with all those toxic fumes. And I kept telling them to get out. And I kept on. And I'm like, I just literally had a light bulb moment of maybe I shouldn't be breathing these in either. So I went down the rabbit hole of just cleaning out my cleaning supplies. And I switched my entire house, not overnight, but all of that research started where I started switching things over in my house to make it safe for my kids. But then being in the beauty industry, I'd walk into my salon day in and day out. And I noticed that when I was home for an extended period of time, I didn't have these headaches and I had more energy. But then when I went to the salon, not only was I tired, but I came home with like a slight headache and a little bit of a breathing problem. So that's when I took the knowledge that I had switched everything at home and I started applying it to the salon, which was not easy because if you know anything about the beauty industry, it's pretty toxic. Everything from the products to just the environment, what we breathe in, and our mindset, and even our mindset around like what is beauty. So I really had to switch things around and start on my own, and it took me a little while, but I was able to bring non-toxic products like color and all my shampoos and conditioners. But then I took it a step further with like sustainability and reducing our carbon footprint and using organic products to like help with scalp treatments and just taking a different approach to what we think of beauty.
I think that's great because we all like our hair done, we all like our beauty and our makeup, but we're always aware. It's one of those things, I believe, that we're aware that things can be toxic, but sometimes we don't pay enough attention as probably what we should. So if we're coming out with scalp issues and psoriasis and all that kind of thing, then we have to look on the inside before we start looking anywhere else, don't we? How do you manage clients when they come in like that?
Yeah, it definitely starts from the inside, and all of us are trained on finding the deeper rooted problem, right? So we're not medical, like we can't do medical things, but we can ask a series of questions that really gets you thinking about like stress, or maybe you just have like, especially if you have dandruff or hair loss, sometimes it just comes down to like you have too much sebum. But a dermatologist typically doesn't look at your scalp, and we actually take a microscope and look directly at your scalp and see what's going on. So there's so many different procedures there where we ask the right questions and we go deeper rooted than just surface beauty.
Oh, I think that's great. So when you've actually discovered that there's so many toxic products and that women are really looking for an alternative solution, you said that there was a light bulb moment. It was a mindset shift. How did you get other people on board, and how is the community embracing this, and what kind of feedback do you normally see from the results that they're getting?
Yes. So when I started the salon and switched over clean, nobody knew what it was. I really had to like find my own path. Now that I've created that and I've set the expectations with my clients, they absolutely love it. And we have raving reviews because you come in and you don't smell the regular toxic, like chemical smells. And it's just the way we set up the mindset where asking the right questions, people can like let go, and they have just been really enjoying the entire process. And we've seen that clients are actually starting to demand, not just our clients, but as a society, clean beauty has been a really big thing over the last few years. And they're starting to demand it. So it's really set us up to kind of blaze that path.
And are you finding that a lot of your clients are taking that home and making changes in their homes? What kind of feedback do they give you about that?
Oh, it makes a huge difference. I mean, they love that they're able to come in and ask us questions, and like we actually help them with the start of their path, because it can be overwhelming, especially when you walk in and you're on Google. I mean, that's a scary place sometimes to get information. Great, but scary. And just realizing that it's like one step at a time, and having, with us being leaders behind the chair, I think we have the authority. And I really think that it's our place to start educating on how easy it is, what the toxins actually are doing to us. So they walk away with a lot of knowledge, and then a simplistic way to start putting that knowledge into place at home.
Because at the beginning, you said you change one thing at a time, because sometimes as women, we like to change everything at once and roll up our sleeves and get stuck in and go, I'm going to have a clean living home and do it all in one weekend. But the best advice, from what I can tell, is just to do it one step at a time. Where would you start in the home by making those changes? Would it be in the bathroom like you did with your children?
I definitely think I would. Yeah. I we use cleaning products. I mean, that's an easy switch. And really, the best advice I can give is, when you're out of your Windex, go to the store or start researching now. Look at what the product is that would be a better solution for you. And then you have to throw away, like, you got to buy new Windex. So just buy another cleaner version. And the same with your skincare and your hair care. Because the one thing about skincare and hair care is it's going on our largest organ, our skin. And 60% of what we put on our skin is absorbed through into the bloodstream. And if you think about for just 1 second, like from the time you wake up till the time you go to bed, with your shower, your lotions, your hair products, how many products are you actually putting on? And that's that compound effect. So maybe one thing is not so terrible with the toxins, but because we use, I think the average woman uses like at least 20 to 25 products in one day, and that's on the lower end. We use so many more. So cleaning products, you can start switching out, but then you can even think about your beauty products that you just switch out one thing. When you run out of shampoo, find a cleaner solution.
And I think with a lot of online shopping and things like that as well, we tend just to click what we're familiar with because it saves us time. It's just a matter of taking that few moments to read the label and seeing what else is on the shelf that could be that cleaner option. And then eventually you start seeing things in your shelf change over, and you've got a clean living home, and there's less toxins in the air. It's better for the environment, and it's better for you. It's definitely better for you. I think this is a wonderful space, Jacquelyn, that you're in, and you're creating other leaders and that ripple effect to have that education out into the community, because you can change lives, right? Kids with repeated skin rashes and things like that, potentially they're put down to toxic products in the home. There's so many different avenues that this can take. What would be your most personal, passionate element to this? What is the satisfaction that you get from this?
Oh, so many things, but I truly believe as a visionary woman that I have the power to actually make a change in the industry. So that's why I educate my clients, but even bigger, I educate other beauty professionals so that we can start demanding change from the manufacturers. So for me, it's just knowing that I can leave some sort of legacy that made a difference for us, for our kids, in creating a healthier environment. Not only just our skin, but our minds and how we approach life and beauty.
I think that is just such a wonderful, powerful place to be in, because you're inspirational in what you're doing. You're a change maker. You're a thought leader as well as a visionary to create a better world for everybody and leave that legacy, like you said. And it's been an absolute honor you sharing that information with us today. What kind of message would you like to leave the audience on?
I really think like my message would be is stand up for what you believe in. I mean, even if it rubs people the wrong way or it's not the popular thing. When I started this whole journey 12 years ago, it was not popular. Now it's starting to trend. But if I would have given up 12 years ago, I wouldn't be where I am today. So whatever that it is that lights your heart on fire, that brings that passion inside of you, follow it and follow leaders who are doing the same so that you can just surround yourself with people who are making change.
That's definitely great advice, and surrounding yourself with those people that are going to support you in your ideas as well. You are changing the world as a visionary woman, Jacquelyn. We will be sharing where to contact her. So if you're thinking of clean living, if you're thinking of changing your family's life and removing toxic products holistically, then this is the person to go to. This is the person that's got the answers to all of your problems and the solutions. She's creating movements worth furthering. So make sure you connect with Jacquelyn, and we will see you on the next episode of Visionary Women. Thank you.